I'm doing a little place session with Duke here. And since he's already knows what place is at this point, I'm layering in the electronic collar now. So he did exceptionally well, took to the electronic collar really easily. Basically it means switch into pack drive, get back with me. So now we're just going to layer that communication on with his understanding that he already has of place. He's working at a 7 this morning, so here we go. Place. I'm going to hold this for about 1 to 2 seconds. Then I'm going to give him the command place. When he gets on the place cot, I release the button. It's not going to take very long for him to just hear place and go here. And we can also use this to reinforce rather than always have a leash to reinforce if he doesn't. Say he's in the house and the doorbell rings and we say place, and maybe he blows it off. We could tap the button on the remote one time, 6 or 7 low levels, what he's working at, and that reinforces. We've got to always have a means of following through. Very important to follow through with dogs. If you don't follow through, they learn, I can just blow you off. You can tell me place all you want and you're never going to actually do anything about it. This is a dog that has a solid understanding of place. He's on day 5 right now. Okay, so doing phenomenal. Let's go, bud. Good. So I'm going to hold place and I'm off. Once he's on there, off the button. Again, he's working at a 7. It's a little distracted. There's some dogs barking in the background, some birds chirping. So I'm going to take him to an 8. Let's go, bud. So I'm going to hold place. The leash is still here for guidance. It's here so he doesn't fail. So I don't just stay on this remote and he doesn't know what to do. I'm still guiding him with the leash. He's not ready to be off the leash yet. Let's go. So I'm just going to do some reps with him so I layer this communication in. Hold, place, and I'm off. So I'm holding before I say place about 1 to 2 seconds. I'm holding all the way through until he's on the place cot. That's stage 1, how I layer this remote collar communication in. That's stage 1. So I'm weaning him away from using this. That it's just verbal place. He hears that. And then this can then become follow through. Let's go. Or negative reinforcement, if you will. Place. Let's go. Place. So you see, distracted. So I turned him up there. I rolled it up to a 20. Place. And then I'm back down to an 8. He went into very strong prey drive. No place. Good. So I'm back down to an 8. You see the response there. Good job, bud. I'll come in and reward. Good job. Place. Good. Boy, let's go. Place. Good boy. Let's go. Place. All the way. So that back foot's not on there. There you go. So I stay on this, on the e-collar, on the button, until all 4 paws are on the place cot. Let's go, bud. Place. Good. So you can see there's no leash pressure there. Think about leash pressures. Leash pressure can trigger oppositional reflex. Oppositional reflex is when the dog feels pressure in one direction, and that triggers their reflex to go in the opposite direction. Go. Place. The electronic collar bypasses that oppositional reflex with direct muscle stimulation. At a low level, it doesn't trigger that oppositional reflex, which can just make things more challenging for you as the handler, and quite frankly, harder on the dog. Place. You know, what's easier on the dog? They're lunging and pulling, and you pulling back, and they pull harder, and we just do that the entire walk, the entire training session. We're pulling one way, they're pulling the other way, and it's just this constant battle, tug of war. Or do we communicate at a low level that bypasses all of that pulling and jerking and tugging and yanking? Place. Always want to find the lowest intensity possible with any tool, the lowest volume that I need to speak at, the quietest, calmest, confident energy that I can find. There, let's start very, very low and teach that. And that way, if we need to escalate at some point, we've got a whole range that we can go to. Good job, bud. Good job. Let's go. Place. Good. Good job, bud. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Let's go. Place. Good boy. Watching, well, maybe you could just put treats on the place cot. I actually did try that with him. He wasn't interested. So it was very short-lived. He could care less. Let's go. Place. And just because there's treats on there doesn't mean I still don't need a leash. Doesn't mean I'm still not going to have to apply some form of pressure to the leash to bring him over. Let's go. Place. Good. So again, as soon as all 4 paws are on the place cot, I release the button. This is stage 1 of layering in the electronic collar with place. Place. I'm not teaching him place using the electronic collar. Okay? Just like Larry Krohn says, we don't teach anything with the electronic collar. A lot of trainers do. A lot of trainers try to. I don't teach things with the electronic collar. This is a form of communication. That's it. I'm not teaching him. He's already learning the language of this. I'm not teaching him place using the electronic collar. That makes sense. I don't teach a dog to heel with the electronic collar. I don't teach a dog to walk nicely on a leash using an electronic collar. I teach the dog to walk nicely on a leash by motivating them and by giving them direction and clear and consistent feedback. Let's go. Place. Boy, let's go. Place. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. Place. Boy. Let's go. Place. Go. Place. Boy. Place. That was nice. He turned when he heard place. He turned his head. That's really nice. Let's see if I can capture that again. Go. Place. Let's go. Place. Good. Let's go. Place. So you hear that distraction, that dog barking. It's a small trigger for him, even in the backyard right now. Let's go. So I bumped him up to 10. Place. Place. So the number on this remote needs to match the intensity of his state of mind. Is he distracted? How much is he distracted? You know, if I leave him at an 8 when there's a bunch of dogs going crazy a couple houses over, he can't register that. He's very distracted. So I'm not turning it up to punish him. I'm turning it up so that I can still communicate with him effectively. I got to speak a little louder because, in quotes, he can't hear what I'm saying. Let's go. Place. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go.